clear my head. So I figure I'll just make me a live video here. My little ones are still woke, so I'll just make me a live video in the car while I'm driving because they're going to be loud. But my name is Rakita Cannon. If this is your first time watching my videos, I'm going to share this onto YouTube even though it's a Facebook Live video. So if you're on YouTube and you're seeing this video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're not on YouTube, you're on Facebook, make sure you go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. So what I want to go over today is, hold on one second, you guys, not now. I want to go over how to raise your credit score 50 to 100 points in a month. Now, I had a lot of clients say where I looked at their credit reports. Some of them didn't listen, some of them did listen. Now, one of my clients, too, I'm going to drop the results for you guys, too. Her credit score, she started back in March. One of her credit scores, like I think Equifax went up 175 points by itself. So don't forget that's 3 months. So all you guys have to do, and it's still more things that she can do. She just did the minimum. So I'm going to tell you guys what you guys can actually do to get your credit score to go up. Hey Donna, let me drop this information here. Cash App. Actually, you know what? I don't want to do a Cash App video, a giveaway right now because I don't have everything posted. So let me go ahead and share this in the group, and then I'll go ahead and pull it off. But if you guys can still share it in the different groups, that'd be perfect. I'll still check and see who shares it in the group, but I'm not gonna be able to type all of that in. Like, hey, it's Cash App giveaway, do this, this, and that. So I'm not gonna be able to actually type it in for you guys. So let me see if I can find this video so I can share it. So let's start off with the basics while I'm waiting to share this. So let's start off with the basics. Don't forget to, credit repair can be complicated. Let's not say it's not going to be complicated or it can't be complicated. Hey Nicole. So it could be, it could be complicated, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be complicated. Let me tell you what credit is. Or how to repair your credit. We have to get all the negative off. So any account saying, hey, Rakita did not pay this collection. Hey, Rakita has a charge off of me. Hey, Rakita has his foreclosure. Rakita has his bankruptcy. Anything that's negative is on your credit report. The first thing is we have to get that off. Now, sometimes, they'll delete these accounts right away, but sometimes you have to fight with them. We have to do extra things to try to get these accounts removed. Now, usually in about 35 to 40 days, you'll be able to get your initial results. Like, okay, these are the accounts that came off. Those are the easier accounts to come off. But sometimes some of these accounts want to play hardball and they don't want to delete it from your credit reports. So that's number one. We got to get the negative accounts deleted from your credit reports. Now, as we get in what is that glare? I'm just not seeing it on here, you guys. I'm not sure. But as we start getting those negative accounts off your credit reports, especially if you have Credit Karma, you'll see your credit scores just rise and rise and rise. Now, like I said, too, we're looking at 50 to 100 points just in 1 month. Clients are getting more than that. They're getting less than that. They're getting that. But at the same time, too, we can't guarantee what you're going to get. I could just tell you what you really have to do to actually try to get your credit score higher. Now, as we get these accounts, the negative accounts off, when we first start, I always tell my clients, I need you to have 4 credit cards. Now, the thing is, the reason why I need you to have 4 credit cards is because every month these credit cards are going to post saying, hey, Rakita, she has a credit card with me, she paying it on time, and the balance is low. Even though you guys are getting credit cards, it's easy to get credit cards. As you guys get these credit cards, the key thing is this: keep the balance low. Now, I was just talking to, I don't want to say she's my client, she's not my client. I was with someone who's like a double date kind of thing. She's like, listen, my credit score keep going up and down, up and down, up and down every month. And she's like, I don't know what it is because I'm paying out. Like, if I max out my credit card, I'll pay it back every month. And I said, that's what it is, though. You max out your credit card, which drops your credit score. And then when you pay it back, it goes back up. So remember this. If you were to max out a credit card, it will go back up. Now, say if you maxed out your credit cards to the point where it's like, Rakita, I can't pay, $3,000, $4,000 on a credit card, whatever the case may be. There's other credit cards out there, and I'll text it to you guys, to the different credit cards, the actual link that you guys can apply for them. But there's credit cards out there that when you apply for them, they'll give you like $5,000, and it's 2 of them. You guys apply for them, they'll give you a $5,000 credit card, and when that report to your credit reports, it's going to help with your utilization because it's going to look like you didn't I want to say it's going to look like you didn't mess up your credit as much, if you know what I mean. It's going to look as if, okay, she didn't max out all of her credit cards. Because what they do, they add up all the balance on your credit cards and then how much is your limit. Then they say, hey, is that 5%? So you getting these extra credit cards really help boost your credit score up, because now you have more credit cards. You're going to have $10,000 worth. Or if you just get one, it's $5,000. Now I always tell clients too, yeah, you want to get regular credit cards, but even for me, like, I even got these credit cards that I'm referring to put on my credit reports. So that's why I can tell you guys, hey, this is what you guys can do, because I got these accounts put on my credit reports too to help boost my credit score. Now, even if you don't get these accounts, there's other credit cards that you can technically get, especially if your credit score is good in a way, like above like a 570. And I'm going to go over those credit cards. Don't forget, I need you to have 4 of them. So one credit card that I want you guys to think about getting is Capital One. Now, if you already messed up with Capital One, you can't do it anymore probably, unless you pay the bill back. You just have to pay the bill back and then you can apply for them. But don't forget too, sometimes you pay your bill back. That doesn't mean that you're going to be able to get into, you're going to be able to get that credit card. So keep that in mind. So Capital One, they have a platinum and they have a Quicksilver credit card. So I'll send you guys the link. I have my phone number in the description. You know what? While I'm at this stop sign, let me text you my phone number. And I want to get another holder so I can go live more in the car. Because I just need to relax my mind. Sometimes it's like this quarantine and staying in the house thing is kind of crazy. Uh-oh, it went out. So I need to get a little mount so I can have it sitting up. 0803. Okay, perfect. There we go. So yeah, just text me, call me. I'm going to go over my text messages after I do this video. But you guys can get you guys can technically get 4 credit cards with Capital One, right? So they'll allow you to have the Quicksilver and they will allow you to have the Platinum credit card. So with these different credit cards, when these show up on your credit reports, your credit score should really go up high. Now, the reason why I said should go up high is because now you have accounts saying, hey, I'm giving Rakita credit, and when you get new accounts, that's what boosts your credit score. That's if you don't already have some. I want you to at least have 4 credit cards. So let's remember, that's Capital One. They can give you the Quicksilver and they can give you the Platinum. And you can have 2 business ones, but we're not going to go into business credit right now. Let's stick to the personal. Now, after you go ahead and try to apply for the Capital Ones, remember, I always tell my clients, I want you to look at your TransUnion and Equifax. You got TransUnion and Equifax. You have that on your Credit Karma. So look on Credit Karma. You can see if your TransUnion and Equifax, see if that is over a 570. Now, if that's over a 570, that's when I want you to go ahead and apply. If it's not over the 570 mark, don't think about it, because they're going to most likely deny you. Now, another easy credit card to get is Credit One Bank. And I usually show videos too, and I know I'm like repeating that same video, but that video is very helpful on how to apply for credit cards. Now, with Credit One Bank, they're going to look at your Experian credit score. So if you only have, like, say if you only have your account with Credit Karma, you don't have like Identity IQ, like I tell a lot of clients, you don't know what your credit score with Experian is. Unless you're paying for that credit score, you do not know what that is. What that score to be over 570. Now the thing is, we can only assume if your TransUnion and Equifax on Credit Karma is over a 570, that hopefully your Experian is over 570 too. So what I want you to do is go to Credit Karma, see if that over the 570 mark, and if it is and you need credit cards, apply for Credit One Bank. Now, if this is your first time getting credit cards, your credit is not so good, they're only going to give you $300 to $500, but that's fine. Don't think about it like that. In 5 months, I got $70,000 in credit. And this is how I started. I started with Capital One. I forgot which one I had first, the Quicksilver or the Platinum. But I started there, and I got approved back-to-back for those credit cards. I got approved in one day. So I applied for both of those credit cards. I was approved, and then from there, I just started getting credit cards. But you have to do like a build-up kind of thing. So yeah, get the Capital One, you got the Quicksilver, and you got the Platinum, and then Credit One Bank. They're going to look at your Experian, but see if you're over 570 on Credit Karma, then I suggest you go ahead and try. But if you get denied for Credit One Bank, the best thing is they'll tell you what the credit score that they have for you is. But keep this in mind too, because a lot of clients, they don't understand that they have multiple credit scores. And not only do you have multiple credit scores, because you have over like 50 different credit scores. Like, everybody want to have their own credit score now. You can apply for a car, at one dealership and they'll say, hey, your credit score is this, and at another dealership they give you a whole different, like, wait, my credit score is like 30 points different, like what's going on? That's only because everybody want to have their own scoring models, and everybody want to pull from different reports too, which could be a great issue. But keep this in mind too. You'll get a feel for what's on your credit report for Experian, but I want you guys to really know what's on there. Like, look at your credit, figure out what's on there, get the negative removed, and always make sure your positive is staying positive. So those are the 3 credit cards so far you can get. You can get Capital One, Quicksilver, or Platinum, and you can get the Credit One Bank. Now, if you're able to get those credit cards, perfect. That's really good. Now, if you're not able to get those credit cards, like, we need to just slow it down and look at your credit and see what's going on. Because if you hit your credit too many times with inquiries, what you're doing is you're lowering your credit score at this time. Because they're hard inquiries. You're getting too many hard inquiries, and a lot of clients come to me like, hey, Rakita, can you delete these inquiries? That's because they ran up their name so many times. Every time you get an inquiry, I always tell people, think about it like this. Your credit score is going to drop about 5 to 10 points when you do a new inquiry. But sometimes it won't drop as much depending on, I guess just the account or how many inquiries you already have, how many you already have on your credit report. But do not run up your name. So if you're not getting approved for that, you need to stop. Seriously, you need to stop, and we need to figure out what you need to do. Now, if you can get approved for that and you like, Rakita, I already got 3, now I just need 1 more, I suggest that you guys apply for the Victoria's Secret credit card. And yeah, sometimes men say, I don't want to apply for Victoria's Secret. You guys really need to apply for Victoria's Secrets. And let me tell you why. Because it's easy to get. You just want to get a credit card. You want to get your foot through the door. TransUnion, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Not TransUnion. Credit One Bank and Victoria's Secret, they both pull your Experian credit report, right? So if you can get approved for Credit One Bank, then you know for sure that, okay, I should be able to get approved for Victoria's Secret. But if you're not getting approved for Credit One Bank, don't mess with Victoria's Secret. I don't care if you got approved for Capital One. Do not mess with Victoria's Secrets, because they will pull your Experian credit report. So if your credit's not up to par, then it's no point in even trying. So at this point, we have Capital One, we have the Quicksilver and the Platinum, and then we have Credit One Bank and Victoria's Secret. So those are 4 different credit cards that you guys can get. Now, say if you're like, no, Rakita, like, my credit score is not good. Like, your credit score is not good. You don't have any credit cards. You know that you need to possibly just get some secure credit cards. I'm going to let you guys know, like, which credit cards I suggest that you guys apply for. And let me show you where I'm at. This is what I like to do when I'm talking to you guys. I like to go look at new construction. Like, look at the new construction. And yes, my windows are dirty. I need to clean it. But look, they're selling these, you guys. They're all sold. So that was just a little thing, because I was like, I'm so excited looking at this. I want y'all to be like, look, this girl is crazy. But if your credit is messed up, you don't have any like Rakita, I don't have any credit cards right now. My credit score is in the 300, 400s. What I need you to do is you need to get secure credit cards. Now, when it comes down to secure credit cards is when you put your own money up front. Now, say if you like, Rakita, I don't know if I should get secure credit cards. Let me look at your credit reports. We'll pull your credit reports. And I have new people on, we have new people on the team. So, we'll be able to just pull your credit reports without a problem. So let's pull your credit reports. Let's see what's going on. And we should be able to tell you on the spot, hey, apply for this credit card. We'll be able to put you out on the plan so you can try to get the 50 to 100 points in that 1 month. But just go ahead and get my phone number down there and call or text me, and then we'll go ahead and get you signed up so we can pull your credit reports and see what's going on. Now, let me tell you about a few secure credit cards that you guys can do. So you guys can do something called the Credit Builder card. And if you guys want the direct links to these companies, because I see a few clients, they always try to go ahead and just say, let me just find it, then they use the wrong company. I'm like, no, that wasn't it. Like, that's not the company. But if you guys want me to send you the direct link, I will send you the direct link for sure. But it's called the Credit Builder card. Now, if you're in Wisconsin, you cannot get this credit card. I don't want to lie and say you're able to get this credit card. What you'll have to do is you have to apply for the other credit cards I'm going to tell you next. Now, with the Credit Builder credit cards, you have to put $200 up front for each credit card that you get. Now, remember, secure credit card is where you just put your money up. So, say if you put $200 down, they're going to see your $200 credit card. And when you cancel that credit card, that's when they're going to send your money back. Now, remember, I don't want you to go ahead and cancel this card as soon as you get regular credit cards. Let it sit there a little bit, and then you go ahead and try to cancel it. When you can stand on your own and you have about, you know, 50 to 60,000 in credit, then cancel those credit cards, because those credit cards are really helping boost your credit score. And if you cancel them too soon, your credit score is going to drop. So with the credit builder card, you're allowed to have 2 of those. Remember, if you're in Wisconsin, you can't have 0. You know, you have 0 of those, but you can get 2 of those credit cards if you're outside of Wisconsin. Now, they're going to report to the credit bureau before you can get the credit card. A lot of companies, they do not report to the credit bureau until you actually get the credit card. Now, let me explain this to you. Your credit report is your credit history, and all that is your capability of taking money from someone or company and paying it back. If you don't pay it back, they're going to talk about you, and that's when they talk about you. They're going to say, hey, Rakita got a charge off and she got me $3,000. Hey, Rakita she got late payment, and you know her monthly payment is this. Those are the different accounts on your credit report. Now, when they get tired of you all together, that's when they sell you to a collection company. They say, hey, I'm tired of Rakita. She don't want to pay me. I can't get her to pay me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send it to a collection company, and that's when you got a collection on your credit report. So we got to get all of those different accounts off. Now, when it comes down to credit cards, we don't want a credit card that's not going to report and say, hey, Rakita is paying. We need companies that's going to say, hey, Rakita is paying the accounts on our credit, the accounts that she have on her credit reports. If they're not going to report that you're paying on time to keep the balance low, I wouldn't even consider getting that account. Only time I would get it if this is like a business account, because you technically really don't want them business accounts reporting on your credit reports, because if you max them out, then your utilization will be bad. And remember what I said earlier, do not max out the credit cards, only spend 5%. So again, if the accounts won't report to the credit bureaus, you don't care about them. Seriously, like, you don't even want to think about even getting those credit cards. So you can get the credit builder card, because they report to all 3 credit bureaus, and they're going to report before you even get the credit card. Now, if you're outside of Wisconsin, you know, you can get that credit card. But if you can't get it, it's a credit card called, it's a secure credit card. It's called Open Sky. So with Open Sky, it's the same thing. You can put down whatever amount you want to put down. When I first applied, and I still got that card. I put $1,000 down for that secure credit card. So when I put the $1,000 down for that secure credit card, it really helped boost my credit score up. And I still just have it sitting there. I'm not planning on closing it at all. I'm gonna do whatever I can do to kind of keep that account open. And I just like the point that, like, dude, I was disciplined enough to keep $1,000 in this random account. That's it. But what they did was they sent me a $1,000 credit card, and that really boosted my credit score up. Now I think that one, when I did that, when I did that one, mine went up like 60 points just from that one credit card, right? And remember, I'm telling you guys to apply for 4 of them. So Open Sky, they'll report to the credit bureaus after you get your credit card. And I think after you make your first purchase, they will, no, you know what? You don't have to make a purchase. As soon as they actually get your credit card to you, and they formulate a bill for you, so you don't have to use a credit card, because I think it's a fee of like $39, I believe. $39 annual fee that they have. So they're going to take that money right out of whatever you send them. So you don't have to worry about making a payment, or, well, not making a payment. You have to worry about using a credit card, because it's already used on the $39. What you have to do, though, is you have to make sure that you pay that bill. So as soon as you get that bill in the mail, make sure that you pay it. So that's Open Sky. Now, the other credit card I'm going to tell you about is similar to Open Sky. The name of that credit card is called the Green Dot Platinum. This is a new, you know how they got the Green Dot cards in the store, like a prepaid card. You probably get it as a throwaway card or whatever the case may be. Now they have that credit card for you that you can actually get. And they're going to report to all 3 credit bureaus too, and they only require a $200 deposit, which is perfect. Because you don't, the thing is, some clients, you know how I put $1,000 down? That's not necessary. Like, you don't have to put down $1,000 for a credit card. And the reason why I did that is because in the future, if I did plan on, hey, I want to use it to rent a car or whatever the case may be, I just had that available. If you have a $200 credit card, it's going to be kind of hard for you to rent a car. So that's the only reason why I put, a little more money down. But at the same time, you do not have to do that. Now, when you get the Green Dot card in the mail, all you have to do is go to the website and apply Green Dot Platinum. If you want me to send you the direct link to make sure that you're applying for the credit card, not the debit card, because they will send you a debit card if you apply for the wrong one, then just go ahead and text me or call me, and then I'll send you the correct link. But with the Green Dot credit card, it's the same thing as Platinum. You put your money down, they're going to report. Actually, they don't report until the same time that the Open Sky. Yes, with Open Sky, they usually report as soon as your first bill is due. They report then. So you can go ahead and they have an annual fee too, I believe. It's like $39 to $49. So yeah, when they go ahead and report that on your credit reports, or when you get the bill in the mail, make sure you pay that right away. Pay that right away, because you don't want your, don't forget too, especially if you got like a $200 limit. With a $200 limit, I really don't want you spending more than $10 on a credit card. So you already out the gate starting off with, you know, $39, $49 charge. So that's why I want you to go ahead and just pay it and get that out the way. Now that's green dot. So far we went over the credit builder card. These are just secure credit cards for people that they're unable to get a credit card. So you got the credit builder card, which is for people that's outside of, I'll say U.S. They're outside of Wisconsin, because Wisconsin we can't get it. And then two, if you're inside of Wisconsin, you can get the Open Sky and you can get the green dot credit card. Now don't forget too, above any of these credit cards, honestly, I'm not lying to you guys, I would rather you get that $5,000 credit card. And two, you're putting less money down for you have to actually pay for a $99 for a membership. But listen to this, you're paying that $99 for a membership, but they're going to report a $5,000 credit card to your credit report. Like, if you get that $200 credit card, you're putting $200 up, and then on top of putting $200 up, they're only going to give you a $200 limit. Like, forget that. Go ahead and get the two $5,000 credit cards, and when you get that, that's $10,000 as to your credit reports. Your credit score should really go up. When your credit score go up, you know, next month, especially when we're getting items deleted from your credit reports, you can get regular credit cards at this point. The problem is your credit score may just be too low right now that you can't get credit cards. All we have to do is get your credit scores up higher. Now, if you get regular credit cards, and when I say get regular credit cards, I'm being as if you're getting the Capital One and the Quicksilver and the Victoria's Secrets, the ones that I told you about earlier. If you're getting those credit cards, then I suggest that you still get like the $5,000 credit cards, both of them, because I have both of them. But at the same time, it's not necessarily, well, it's not that you need it. I say that you need it, but it won't, how can I say it? It won't stop your growth, but you can have more growth with it, if you know what I mean. So I always tell people to get those credit cards. And like I said, that's $10,000 added to your credit reports instantly. When you apply for credit cards, usually they try to match where you're at, or they come really close. They match, they come really close, or they go way higher. And if you already got a credit card too, say if you already got credit cards, or say if your credit card is maxed out, get the $5,000 credit cards like I told you guys about. But if you already have like regular credit cards, I want you to every month ask them for a credit increase. I talked to a client, he was like, oh no, I just got a credit increase 6 months ago. No, listen, like with Capital One, shoot, I think I started only with $300, and I kept asking for an increase, and it went up to thousands in what, like 5-6 months. All you got to do is keep asking for an increase. And don't forget too, your credit score is going to be different than when you first start messing with Capital One. So Capital One, they got to come correct, you know, like your value like went up basically. It's like, dude, my credit score is higher. I don't have that bad credit that I had before when you first started, you know, dealing with me. Like, I need a credit increase. All you have to do is ask. All it can do is say no. Like, one thing I want you guys to know is you don't say no to yourself. Let somebody else tell you no. So if you want to try to get your credit score up, apply for those credit cards, and don't think about them denying you. Okay, you denied me. That's fine. Let me figure out why you're denying me. Let's fix it, and let's get into it. Now, the thing is, too, we just want to get the negative off and add the positive on. Now, I already told you guys about utilization. When you're maxing out your credit cards is really hurting you. That's why I want you guys to have a large amount of credit cards. Well, not a large amount of credit cards, a large amount of credit, should I say. It's better to have, I'd rather you have a $10,000 credit card than to have, 7 $1,000 credit cards, or even 10 $1,000 credit cards. We trying to go for the big bucks. So I want you guys to get the bigger credit cards, because if you have the bigger credit cards, you can spend more of it without it hurting you. Now, if you only have a $300 credit card, shoot, if you spend more than, you probably like $30, $40, that's hurting you already. Now, a lot of people say, okay, listen, why do Credit Karma tell me, like, don't spend more than 30%? Like, if you look on Credit Karma, or a lot of companies, too, they'll tell you, oh, no, don't spend more than 30% of your credit. So if it's a $300 credit card, what would that be? So don't spend more than $90 on that $300 credit card. The thing is, only someone that's desperate will max out a $300 credit card. If you're a millionaire, if you make over $100,000 per year, you will not be maxing out those credit cards unless you're desperate. No one wants to give you credit if you're desperate. That's why I always tell you, keep your balance low. The rich and the wealthy only spend about 5% of their credit cards because they have the income to match. They're not just maxing out their credit cards. And if you hear of people that's actually rich, or whatever you want to just call them, or people that have the higher limit credit cards, they're not just maxing them out. If they are maxing them out, I'm pretty sure their credit score is dropping, and they just look like they have what they have, but they really don't have it. So I want you guys to keep it really low. Keep it at that 5% or below. So if you have a $200 credit card, you shouldn't be spending more than $10. If you have a $300 credit card, you shouldn't be spending more than $15. $500, you shouldn't be spending more than $25. $1,000, you shouldn't be spending more than $50. $2,000, you shouldn't be spending more than $100. Like, really make sure you keep the balance low. But this is the kicker part. If your balance is, don't forget, if you're maxed out on your balance, all you gotta do is just get the two $5,000 credit cards. And when you get those two $5,000 credit cards, your credit score should go up, because now it looked like you didn't use as much credit as you have available. Because now you got an extra $10,000 you have available that you haven't even touched yet. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. Now remember, we want to get the accounts off. We want to add positive accounts on. So I told you guys I want you to have 4 credit cards. Now there's another account, and so one of my clients, let's go back. One of my clients, I talked to her and she's like, Ricky, this is awesome thing that someone told me about. So I'm going to research this account. It's kind of like the one I'm going to tell you about. With this account, you don't have to put money up front. So let me do some research on this. Let me make sure it's legit before I tell you guys about it. But I want you guys to have one installment account. I know you guys have the 4 credit cards, but I want you guys to have one installment account also. Now with this installment account is kind of like, well, let me tell you what you guys can look for to see if you already have an installment account. So installment account, it could be like student loans. If you got positive student loans in your credit reports, if you took out like a loan from the bank, something like, oh, I'm gonna give you $1,000 every month, pay us $50 until it's paid. That's an installment account. An installment account is anything where they give you a lump sum of money and you have to pay them back monthly. And as you pay them back, that money is not available anymore. With credit cards, they're revolving. Revolving mean after I pay you this money, Capital One, make my money available again so I can max out the credit card again. So no, this is not that. When you pay this bill, that's the end. Like, I'm only supposed to pay this for 24 months. After 24 months, that's in our relationship. I'm going to be fully paid. I'm going to fully pay you guys back. That's an installment account. Now, if you do not have an installment account on your credit reports, I want you guys to think about applying for a self-lender. And if you guys want me to send you the actual link for these different cards and these different accounts, let me know. I have my phone number here. Just go ahead and text me or call me. But with self-lender, they're going to report to the credit bureaus that you're paying every month, which is going to boost your credit score a lot. Now, with this account, all you have to do is put down, I think about 24. They got 24, they got 35, they got 48. They have like 89 and I think like 149. They have different amounts that you can pay every month, right? So remember, the installment account is one that you just pay every month. So every month, as you keep paying this account, you keep paying it, your credit score should go up, because now you're paying off an account. And you're like, oh my gosh, Rakita's paying something on time. Let's give her more credit. Let's give her more points to her credit score, because this is really good. Now, with this account, it costs $9 to start, so you'll be out of $9 when you first sign up. But you will pick that amount that I told you about, that $24, $35, $48. You'll pick the amount that you want to actually pay. So as you pay this credit card off every month, they're going to save that money it's not a credit account off. They're going to save this money inside of a savings account for you. Now, as they save this money inside of a savings account, after 1 year, they're going to send you all your money back. That's why they call it self-lender. You're lending money to yourself. So all you're doing is put it into a savings account, and your credit score is going up every month as you're doing it. Now, if you're able to get like a regular loan from your bank, like I know Associated Bank, they have something, or sometimes a lot of credit unions, they have an account where you can do the same thing. But the thing is, they'll give you their money. So if you're able to get an account like that, then good. But don't forget to the interest rate that you have to pay. It really doesn't make any sense. Now, like I said to the clients, let me tell you about the account really quickly, and let me know if you think this account is any good. So with this new account that clients were telling me about, they give you 12 of their dollars. And every month, all you got to do is log in and click the wallet and give them their dollar back. So they're going to give you $12, a dollar for every month. And they're going to report to all 3 credit bureaus saying that you're paying this account off every month. And that's going to really help boost your credit score up, because you'll have another account that you're paying on. The best thing about this is, how you're saving money with the self-lender. You're giving them $48. Well, I'm still giving them $48. I always sign up for it back to back. I always like the thought of me just saving money. And when that money come, I just like, ooh, I could do something nice for myself just to say I'm saving. But with this account that I'm telling you guys about, it's just they give you the $12, so every month that dollar you have to just keep paying it. But don't forget about this. These accounts can help you, but they can hurt you too. Say if you're not paying them, you did not, you said you're gonna pay them $48 a month, but you stopped. Now they're gonna start reporting you late, and when you get that late payment on your credit reports, man, you could drop down 100 points. You could drop down 150 depending on where you're at. So it's always best to make sure that you're paying all your bills on time. You don't have any late payments or anything like that. Because if you have late payments, that's something else we got to get deleted from your credit reports. So I'm going to let you guys know. I'm going to look more into the account. I'll let you guys know if this is something that I'm going to let you guys know about so that you guys can sign up for it. But if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and let me know. I can't really read the messages right now, but I'm going to give me a small little snack, and then I like to go and just chill and do my work because I have the Wi-Fi on my phone. So I'm going to chill, do my work, go through my text messages. But let me know if you guys have any questions for me. My phone number, let me give my phone number to you guys. You guys can call or text me just in case if you don't have it. So my phone number is 414-255-0803. Call or text me anytime, because if we don't get your message, then we'll make sure we call you when we open back up. So go ahead and call or text me, and then we'll go and pull your credit reports and see what you have to do. Now, if you're a current client, follow the instructions you probably already got. Follow the instructions that you already got. So if I told you, hey, apply for these different credit cards, apply for them. Really apply for them, because you never know. That's like me going to a doctor and the doctor say, hey, Rakita, I need you to do this, this, and that. And I'm like, you know what? Or you know what? That's kind of like, I had to get a tooth removed from my mouth because I had an infection in it. Like, I was like, no, take it out. Like, I don't want to keep it. And he said, okay, Rakita, well, you got to take amoxicillin. So guess what my brilliant self did? I said, okay, I'll start taking it, but I didn't finish it. So the infection came back worse. And I was like, okay, you did not follow the instructions I gave you to fix your credit, so now your credit is worse now. So, and when I say worse, I told you guys to sign up for Self-Lender. You signed up, but you haven't been paying it. So now your credit score is worse because Self-Lender is saying that you're late. So now that's a new company we have to try to get removed from your credit reports. So make sure you follow the instructions that you have to follow. And just understand this, credit is easy. Pay all your bills on time. Don't spend too much on your credit cards. Don't max them out. And make sure if you owe anybody, or say if it's a collection trying to come after you, they send you that threatening letter. And I have letters that you guys can send to these companies to make sure that they don't come on your credit report. But if they send you these threatening letters, just respond to them. I have the letter that you guys can actually send to them. Respond to them and let them know, hey, don't add this to my credit report. So yeah, I'll send you guys that letter too if you want a copy of that credit report. But just pay your bills on time. Make sure new accounts are not added. Do not max out your credit cards. And don't close old accounts too, because your age matters. Don't apply for too many credit cards. Knowing your credit score is jacked up, you can't get approved, because too many credit cards mean, too many applications mean too many inquiries. Too many inquiries mean that your score is going down. So make sure that your score is not going down. You guys are not applying for too many credit cards that you guys cannot get approved for. But I'm going to go off of here. I'm going on and on again when I'm supposed to get off of here. So I'll talk to you guys later.